Hey guys, my name's Rhea and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I do intend to do some more side questing today, so let's go ahead into our journal and see what we have. I do believe we have one in Lindenvale still. The Merry Widow, exactly. Geralt took a contract the gravedigger of Lindenvale had hung on the village's notice board. It seemed the village cemetery was full of monsters who seized children as their victims. That should be easy going, actually. So let's go ahead and talk to the good man. Seems to be somewhere here. Over there. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Hear about the job.
Hear about the job. Seems you got a problem. Some graves get dug up.
If that were only it. Every now and then, a vile beast would come round the graveyard, devour what's fresh, then move on. Started again not long past. Thought to myself, just don't step out after dark and lock your door tight. But then a young'un went missing.
From the graveyard?
Nay, from the village. Little snotter wouldn't have come here of his own. And I'd heard something like a whimper in the night.
Didn't bother to come out, see what was happening?
Think me daft? If you've monsters, you need a witcher.
That is very true. First things first, let's talk about the reward.
Let's talk about my reward.
Okay, we can go up to 324. I would say 280 is just fair.
Rate's fair, considering the job. I know a bit about these things.
Do you really though? Okay, we'll see what we can do about it.
See if I can learn what's out there.
We need to go to the cemetery, which should be just up the hill. Okay. Yep, there it is. A hare. Have some ghouls. Okay, let's try and get rid of these beasties. Ow. Okay.
Ghouls could have dug up the corpse. Definitely couldn't have snatched the kid from the village, though. Still, might be worth looking at those graves.
Yeah, the music isn't all that promising. Since when did the rabbit die there? Okay, never mind. Let's investigate
Dug
the
up.
graveyard.
No tools used, though.
Okay, over here.
Dug up with a hoe? Nope. Claw marks right there.
What about this one?
Dug up. No tools used, though.
Okay, that's the same dialogue he had before. We also have one over here, I believe. Or no? Oh, there it is.
Grave's been dug up. Recently. Smell of cadaverine's old, though. Overripe. Wonder where the stench will lead me.
Well, there is only one way to find out. We need to follow the scent. Oh, there it is. Guess we're going over the fence. Okay, where to? Okay, across the bridge. So let's jump over here. This kind of looks like the place where Siri was with the little... Actually, without having to move. Yeah, it is. And there's the cave where she fought the werewolf. It was around Lindenvale. That's good to know. I guess across the bridge as well. Yes, no? Yes. And then over here there's a hut. I guess into the hut.
What Whatever filth lives here sure chose an unusual place for its lair.
Okay, let's investigate the
Creature
area.
can use tools. Means it's sapient, or just plain clever.
Okay, then we have a kettle.
Somebody's doing some cooking. Yes, it's a human femur. A child's.
I guess that's the miller's lad from the notice that we read.
Human skulls in a magic circle. Monsters clearly using them, drawing strength from the place of power. Gotta be a grave hag.
Grave
Collected
hag.
the skulls to draw the power through them. Confidence grew enough it started prowling the village. Need to take the skulls, force it to go back to the cemetery.
Morntart.
I'll get it there.
Let's read about that. Let's read about grave hags and then Morntart. Okay, grave hags. Cremation, now that's one thing men could learn from gnomes. Burying bodies out in the fields, why, it's like laying out a welcome mat for monsters. Best case scenario, some ghouls will sniff them out, eat their fill, and be on their ghoulish way. But if, God forbid, a grave hag takes to feeding at your cemetery, you'll have no end of trouble. Jacques de Villepin, Oxenford Academy. Few monsters' names fit as well as the grave hags. As one might guess, these creatures resemble aged, deformed women and loiter near graveyards and battlefields. Grave hags feed on human corpses and in particular on the rotten marrow which they slurp from human bones using their long, prehensile tongues. Once a hag has devoured all corpses within reach, she turns to killing men and burying them in the cemetery as she waits for them to decompose. Ugh. Then we have black blood, necrophage oil, Erden, and quaint. Morntart. Most grave hags rarely attack humans, preferring instead to feed on the rotten remains they dig out of graves. Yet some individuals grow bold over the years and begin sneaking into huts to steal children and kill the elderly. Just such a monster was tormenting the inhabitants of Lindenvale. The Witcher knew this grave hag would put up a fierce fight. He would have to watch out for her powerful claws capable of smashing through any block or parry, and her long venomous tongue. He also realized her attacks would be so quick not even his mutated reflexes would be able to keep pace, meaning only judicious use of the Erden sign would all him to survive and conquer. Okay, and the same applies to...
That ought to really piss it off.
Applies to
How to lay low
Morntart
in the
as
cemetery.
well.
It's likely to crawl out after dark.
Oh, can you, Geralt, not get stuck? Thank you. Okay, I guess it's back to the cemetery. And it's just over on the hill, so I'll just take a detour. Let's see. Do we have black blood? I doubt it. Oh, we actually do. Okay, black blood instead of thunder. I will remove this, put in the meat and the fried meat. What else? What else? What else? We do need to prepare for a fight, so maybe keep Igni and go against Erden and quaint. That was suggested. It might be worth a shot. I'll try and then just switch to Igni and Erden if I will need to. Oh, there's a chest. Cavalry trousers. Not better than what we have currently. And let's wait for the grave hag.
Thief. Skulls he stole. My skulls. Ought to dig up his own.
There she is. Right on cue.
Okay, let's try. Okay, Igni seems to do the trick. Ow. Seems like a fairly, easy opponent, to be fair. There we go. Easy as grave hacks go. Grave hack ear, add and dive again. Grave hack trophy. And of course we are taking the trophy to prove it. Oh, poor rabbits. As proof. Let's see, add and dive. No. No. Okay, never mind. And since Roach is here, why not just take her and go on our merry way. Let's jump off and present it to the gravedigger. We are here once again about the job.
And?
It's taken care of. It was a grave hack that dug up the graves and snatched the child.
Aye. So, how is the little tyke?
Dad found him. Oh, he's dead.
Child's dead.
Oh, 'tis as I thought.
What about my reward?
Oh, I've not forgotten, nay. Here you go. Thanks much for your help.
Take care.
Okay, we have nighttime currently, and let's select another side quest actually. Swamp Thing, maybe? Griffin School, Fortress by the Lighthouse. I think that's quite a ways away. Why not do funeral pyres? We got this when we first got into Velen, but never actually did anything about it. So, first one's here, so why don't we go do these two side quests first? Not side quests, but undiscovered locations, and then just grab these along the way. I think that's a very good idea. So let's ride through the village for our first marker in the water. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me just meditate until 4 AM just so we have some daylight. Oh, beautiful. Look at it. Very, very nice. Looks like we have a couple of drowners. Crossbow. Goodbye you and goodbye you. We have 4 Nords. Nothing to it over here. It's kind of glowing in green, almost eerily. H key, so I guess this key opens the chest. Moonblade. Moonblade sounds good. Is Moonblade any good? Nope. No, it isn't. And the other marker should be here. They're almost parallel to one another. Vertically, at least. Persons in distress. Looks like we are at the right spot. Of guardian deserters. And slave drivers. Oh. Oh, there's more of you. This is usually one of the places I visit very early on, severely underleveled, and then I end up... Oh. I mean, if you want to kill your comrade, just be my guest. But yeah, I come here way too early and way too under-leveled, and I usually have very big issues with the deserters than of guardians. Looks like we have a key. And one more person to loot somewhere over there. They made themselves a nice camp over here. Nothing much to loot though here, sadly. So let's go and help the good man. Or woman, depending on who is captured over here. Some rotting flesh, phosphorus. Nothing all that crazy. Pete's Landing. Dried fish. It's food, I'll take it. And we have something to loot again. An unsent letter. To the most great and honorable Sergeant Calvary Varleshen, Esquire, you asked me, my good sir, to reckon how many lads I could drum up to work for the Empire's glory. So here's my reckoning. First off, your Esquire's gotta know that I can scrummage up a few hayseeds from Claywitch whenever you want, but that's what I'd call second-rate goods, geezers and squirts mainly. But if your excellency thinks he can find use for even dregs like that, send us a messenger and within a week's time you'll get a transport full of them sold up like connies. I've also had a word or two with some soldiers who quit the Baron's service after he got soused one night and jammed a hot poker in one of them's eyes. They've pitched two camps, one right next to the castle, the other near Velen's southern border, and as I'm sure your wondrousness has guessed, they are looking to make some quick coin. So if your most reverend sir can send us a few crowns as a deposit, why, we'll get to work on the double quick and send you the prettiest dames and hardiest lads of all Velen, maybe even all the north, and 100, 200, however many of them the great sergeant wants, your humble servant Dalagor. So I would guess that this guy over here
You ought to come by Mulberrydale.
is one of them.
I'll have something for you. A gesture of gratitude.
Okay. We'll definitely make sure to go there.
Thank you, Witcher.
We can...
You ought to come by
Oh, okay.
Mulberrydale. See me forge. I'll have something for you. A gesture of gratitude.
I was half worried because sometimes this guy bugs out and stays in the cage for the entirety of the game. And doesn't really move out at all, so you don't have the option to interact with him in Mulberrydale. But we have a mission, and the mission is called Burning Bodies that are laying in pits on the battlefield. So I say we go here, right straight towards the sun, and to our very first pit, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure stinks like a mass grave. Now for the holy oil. Happy
I guess I came in riding too fast and the goose didn't even get the chance to spawn. There we go. Ghouls are very easy to deal with, so there should be no troubles. Over here. These are the
Now for a shot of Igni.
holy oils and Igni. That's one location done out of 3. And a storm is coming up as we do that, so I guess the gods aren't as pleased about this. Maybe. Well, let's see about the location number 2. It shouldn't be all that far from here. especially not if we ride through nature. Ah, there it is. Wild dogs. Well, wild dogs are kind of as wolves, so no trouble at all. A rot bean. There we go. Dog tallow, some rot bean blood. But we also have this over here.
Now for a shot of Igni.
A shot of Igni it is, Geralt. And we also have one more location to go. Which shouldn't be all that far either. Especially not from the location where we were supposed to meet the... Oh, chest. Where we were supposed to meet the priest after we are done with our job. See, and this is why I like riding through the fields, because you always find treasure. Oh.
Shit, one's still alive.
Looks like it. Okay. Looks like we have a survivor.
If it ain't that fucking priest, it's corpse eaters. I'm done with this damn town.
A priest?
We'd agreed to meet as usual, just a larger delivery. Good customer, I thought. Then they whipped out blades.
We still talking about the priest of eternal fire nonsense. Okay, let's maybe he is talking about the priest.
We still talking about a priest of the eternal fire?
I'd say so. Beat-stained pricks can't be trusted. This one had ordered premium grade fist tech from me 3 times, everything perfect. But the 4th, his men came at us with knives, sought to knock us out of trade. Shoved me in that ditch with the corpses. Must have thought the ghouls would take care of the rest.
And to make sure, he hired a witcher to burn the bodies, destroy any evidence.
A witcher? Meaning you? So what now?
Nothing. Didn't pay me to burn the living.
Oh, thank the gods it's true what they say. Though mutants, you live by a code. Oh, thank you, Witcher.
Well, looks like the priest has some explaining to do. And we will get onto it right away as soon as I manage to locate Roach. Oh, I do need to burn the bodies first. Whoops. Bodies, there.
Now for a shot of Igni.
And now we return to the priest of eternal fire and see what the good man has to say in his defense. Let me also check just really quickly if we have any question marks on the way. Not necessarily. But we could go ahead and grab this portion of the map. Obviously not in this episode. Today I want to focus on quests more than question marks. But you know that question marks will eventually come. And that we will eventually clear out the whole map, all of its regions. Somewhere. Oh, okay, I need to go on foot. This is not road friendly territory. And I'll use Witcher senses just a little bit to actually see if there is anything to loot. Looks like not, however.
Well, Witcher, have you completed your task?
Took care of the graves. Why hadn't anyone burned the corpses earlier? Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Why do you priests take an interest in the fallen so late?
The Church of the Eternal Fire's first duty is to the living. You've no notion of the work we did just after the battle.
Oh.
The wounded needed tending, refugees, pastoral care. We had sermons to deliver, donations to collect.
Relieved to hear it. What would the people have done without you?
Exactly, that's what I'm asking myself. Well, we did take care of the graves.
So, took care of the graves. Interesting, actually. One of the corpses proved to be quite, well, alive. And pretty talkative.
What do you mean?
Fist tech dealer. One of them survived. Had an awfully interesting story to tell.
Intriguing. I would purchase this story from you. For all time. Exclusively.
You know what? I don't think so.
You can hire me, but you sure as hell can't buy me.
Ah, an impasse. Then it will be cheapest to kill you.
3 on 1. Surely we'll manage, Witcher or not. Take him!
I mean... well, one of you is dead, 2 are dead, and 3 are dead. So I don't know if you really are up for that task, good priest. 200 crowns, a mace, and I can't loot the other ones. Okay, let's go ahead and repair our stuff for a little bit. This should do it. Indeed. And this is also where I will wrap this episode up. I know it's a considerable amount shorter than the previous ones, but I will try to keep to the 30-minute time frame as much as possible. So thank you so much for watching and joining Geralt and I on his adventures. I really hope you enjoyed this episode as well as the other previous ones. If you liked it as well, you can definitely like the video, comment, subscribe, maybe even press the little bell icon next to the subscribe button just to be notified whenever I go live with another video. And if you want to follow me on my social media, you can follow me on Twitter at RheaPlaysYT and on Instagram at RheaPlays. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!